What's going on, guys? JSR15 here, and welcome back to another Pokemon episode review. Next week we have got the big one. The finals are next week, but we're not here talking about the finals just yet. But this time we have the final episode of the semi-finals, Ash versus Guzma. Now, if you remember last episode, we did start the battle, and if Guzma is going to win this, it's down to the Golisopod, and at the moment, they're not really on good terms, if you saw what happened to Scizor last episode. But actually, just before we begin, there is something I do want to talk about, and that is Pokemon Masters. Now, for the past couple of weeks, I've been saying, you know, when it comes out, I'm going to be recording it, I'm going to see you do a few videos, but I did actually record one video, but I thought that my commentary was just horrendous. I couldn't read the words properly, couldn't get my words out, and I just scrapped the video. And I've decided not to do any recordings of the game. I'm still going to play it in my own time. I've been playing it a bunch on my phone, but I'm not going to be posting anything to YouTube. I don't feel like it's my kind of game, if that makes sense. But anyway, enough with the rambling out the way. Let's begin this episode. So this week's episode is episode 137. Guzma The Undefeated Emperor. Okay, so quickly recapping last episode, Gladion managed to beat Kiawe, and then we saw the starts of Ash and Guzma's battle. Ash's Torracat managed to beat Scizor, thanks to Golisopod mainly, and I think that's pretty much where we're up to. Anyway, straight off the bat, we see Guzma, who is talking to Golisopod, saying this is its last chance. We also get to see Torracat, who looks quite exhausted. Golisopod resumes the battle with a poison jab, and at the time it looked like Torracat managed to dodge it, but unfortunately it didn't, and it did land, meaning that Torracat was now poisoned. Torracat then goes for a Fire Fang and bites down onto Golisopod's arm. Golisopod tries its best to shake it off, back and forth, and doesn't really get anywhere until eventually it throws Torracat off and throws it to the ground. And at this point, Golisopod looks like it's starting to get angry and frustrated as it lets out a big cry to the air. As Torracat is on the ground, Golisopod goes through a throat chop. Torracat then falls to the ground after the throat chop and is left unable to battle. And looking at Guzma, it looks like that he's relieved that Torracat is out of the way and happy that it's gone. Ash sends out Pikachu, and now it means both trainers are down to their last Pokemon. Guzma tells Ash that he can still give up as the battle is going to go like last time. If you remember last time they met, Guzma pretty much wiped the floor with Ash at the Pokemon School. So he's a little bit surprised why Ash is not going to give up. Golisopod strikes first with a poison jab, but Pikachu manages to dodge it and then goes for an Iron Tail, which is blocked by Golisopod's liquidation. Pikachu gets in close, and then Golisopod goes for a throat chop and strikes Pikachu's chest. Well, it looked like its chest, and it seems to be holding its chest, so I'm going to say chest. At this point, Pikachu is in a lot of pain. Like, it is rolling on the ground, it is screaming, it looks very, very hurt, and even the crowd is shocked at this. We then get to see Kukui and Hala, who are talking about how Guzma hasn't changed and he had great talent and potential, but he never learnt the most important thing. What is that thing, you might be asking? Well, we don't actually know because it pans to Team Skull, who are ecstatic. They are cheering, they are loving the fact that Guzma is winning. Well, everyone apart from Plumeria. Moving back to Pikachu, who now looks completely fine and raring to go, we get to see Guzma, who is very confused by Ash not wanting to give up. Both Pokemon exchange attacks and blocks until Pikachu distracts Golisopod with a Thunderbolt to get in close with Iron Tail. It strikes Iron Tail at Golisopod's feet, tripping it up and then going for a super effective Thunderbolt. At this point, Guzma's starting to realise he's not winning this battle anymore. Ash is in the lead. We then get to see Guzma having a flashback to one of the times where he lost against Kukui. We then get to see him leaving Kukui and Hala to then do things his own way, which we've actually seen before in episode 130, but it did go well with this flashback, so I'm not complaining. Guzma then looks up at Team Skull and kind of gives them a hint that if he loses, they need to destroy the league, but Plumeria looks like she wants to change teams. It tells us the reason why Guzma is undefeated is because he only takes battles he knows he can win. Anyway, back to the battle. Ash and Pikachu are going for their Z move, Gigavolt Havoc. And I've got to say, this move did seem like higher quality than it normally does. The move flies at Golisopod, and somehow Golisopod managed to block the entire thing and not taking really any damage. Golisopod then tells Guzma that it wants to keep going and it's not going to run away anymore. Guzma then has another flashback, but this time it's more of a realization that as long as he tries his best, it doesn't matter if he loses. Well, I think that's what this flashback's about. Not quite sure what the message was with it. Anyway, Golisopod and Pikachu exchange move after move until they clash with Iron Tail and Liquidation. Both Pokemon stand facing away from each other, and everyone in the crowd looks on and wonders who will be the first to go down. Oh, during this little section, they also played the old credits music in the background, which I actually thought went okay with this little section. I mean, we haven't heard them credits for a little bit, and it went okay with that section. Yeah, it went okay. Anyway, both Pokemon still stood in place until Golisopod's knee goes down and it falls to the ground, meaning Ash is the winner and through to the finals once again, like he was last time. Let's just hope that we don't get another Mega Charizard X vs Ash Greninja. Everyone in the crowd is so happy that Pikachu won the battle. Ash is happy, Ash's friends are happy, the other Pokemon are happy, and even Gladion is happy. But some people are not happy, and that's Team Skull. Guzma then walks past Ash and over to Golisopod, who seems very thankful that Golisopod tried its hardest. And looking at the way Guzma's walking and talking, it doesn't seem like he's angry. If anything, it looks like he's quite sad. I think Guzma feels like he let Team Skull down, but once he gets back into the building, Team Skull are standing there to greet him and they tell him how well the battle was, how amazing it was, and that they want to stay with him and get strong with him. Plumeria also says this, and Guzma lets out a big smile and runs down the corridor with Team Skull. Everyone then wishes Ash the best of luck in the finals, and finally, we get to see lots and lots of Meltons heading towards the league. Maybe we'll get to see Melmetal next week, but we'll just have to see, because that is where the episode ends. But there we go, that is another episode done. Like I said in the beginning, next week is the final, so make sure that you are staying tuned to see that, because it's going to be an epic one. Let's see if Ash can finally win his first Pokemon League, or will Gladion take that victory away from him. But there are a few things I want to say before next episode, and that is, what's the battle going to be? Because if we remember, Ash has 5 Pokemon, while Gladion only has 4. Will they do a 6-on-6, or will they go it down to a 4-on-4? Another thing I also want to say is, who will Lily be cheering for? Will Lily be cheering for her good friend Ash, or her brother Gladion? Gonna have to see about that one. So what can I say about the interest in this episode? To be honest, I thought it was one of the better episodes that we had in the Pokemon League. We got to see a lot of the Basilisk. We then got to see a very emotional segment with Guzma, who was having flashbacks and he was playing the nice music. I thought it was really well done how, to begin with, it made Guzma as this really evil person and wants to destroy everything. To then realising that no matter what he does, Team Skull are going to follow him anyway and they want to be there for him. Thought it was really well how they portrayed his character across and how he's gone from being mean to now being friendly-ish. The rating I'm going to give this episode is an 8 out of 10. With the recommendation to watch this episode because it's a pretty good one. But I think that's where I'm going to end this episode off. Thank you so much for watching this episode and all the episodes I've been put out so far. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It lets me know that you want to see more of these. Comment down below in the comment section if you want to ask any questions or talk down there. As you know, I'm starting to reply to a lot more people. And finally, subscribe to the channel if you are new. As you know, we're bringing one of these every single week. And like I said, make sure you are subscribed for next week because next week is the finals. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week with the finals.